Good morning. How are you guys doing? My name is Karen. I'm an online faith and fitness coach, and this video is actually just going to be a personal update. My son is with the in-laws, and so I'm able to hop on live around 7 a.m. without any toddler meltdowns. Whoop, whoop. So I want to share this with you before my workout this morning, because this is officially like week 2.5 of me really giving God room in my life to renew my mind, to rewire my brain around food. And so a lot of you know that my past has had a lot of struggles with nutrition. I was the girl who over-exercised. I was the girl who was obsessed with the scale. I battled binge eating disorder full out. The peak of it was probably in 2012. And then in 2014, God slowly started to heal my journey from binge eating disorder. But even though God had really kind of taken over my heart, I feel like I limited his healing. So here's what I mean by that. I think sometimes we get complacent with freedom. Like, okay, I want to be free, but only like this much, because if I'm any more free than this, it's scary. Freedom is unfamiliar. It is not something I know how to walk in. And so for the last 3 to 4 years, I thought that I was doing really well with my health journey. Like, I thought I had fully given God the pen to write my story and that things were great. And then recently, the health and fitness company I am partnered with launched a nutrition course, right? Like, so different from anything we've ever done. We usually launch fitness programs with meal plans and like all this stuff. But instead, they launched a nutrition course. And I said, this is like me being a student. This is like going to class, learning about food, learning about freedom with food, and rewiring my entire brain. And I felt the Lord really convict and really press on my heart that I needed to do this as a sheep, not a shepherd. So you guys saw that video. It's actually pinned at the top of this Facebook page if you want to go check that out. So I said, okay, like, I'm going to be a sheep. I'm going to lead this group with other women who are doing it with me, but I'm literally going to be a sheep with them. I'm going to respond to all the questions. I'm going to go through it with them. So this is my 2.5 week update for you guys. And here's what I want to share with you. In the last 2 weeks, I have been really pushed out of my comfort zone already with this nutrition course. I have been challenged to almost go against a lot of things that I have always done, such as avoiding the scale, such as tracking my food. One of the things we get with this program or nutrition course is a tracker, and it's a hard copy tracker. And I'm like a big pen and paper fan, so I was really excited about this. As you can see, Luca decorated it beautifully for me. And in the tracker, you write out your weight every morning. We'll talk about that. Your water, breakfast, lunch, snacks, dinner. And then at the bottom, it has a question of like, did you poop? Your me time, exercise, which is just extra credit, and why today was great. And so this tracker is really neat because she also lays out how you're supposed to be plating your food. There's no counting calories. There's no counting containers. None of that. It's really just about learning how to balance your plate with food groups for maximum health benefits. And you're relearning food groups, right? Like, it's a class, so you're relearning how food is going to fuel your body and all this stuff. And I looked at the tracker and I was like, this is really out of my comfort zone. And so, but like I said, I'm a sheep, not a shepherd, and I'm willing to be teachable and humble, and I want to learn. I want to really find freedom with food, and not like partial freedom. I don't want to do partial obedience. I want to do complete surrender, complete obedience, and really giving God all the room in my heart to heal and to redeem. I don't want food to be a barrier anymore. I don't want food to be that one thing that has a hold on me. And so I'm going all in. And so as you can see, the last week or so, I have been tracking everything that I am eating. I have been tracking my weight. And it's really interesting because you have to be an honest tracker. Because here's what happens. If you binge or if you overeat something and you leave it out of the tracker, you're doing yourself a disservice. Like, okay, so this is where it was mind-blowing for me, because I'm learning about tracking, and I was like, wow, I remember when I was full-blown in my binge eating disorder, you guys, and out of shame, I never tracked those things, because it was so shameful. And now, I'm not leaving anything out. I can see it on paper. If there's something I overate, if there was an emotional thing going on, I'm writing it down. I'm forcing myself to confront my emotions, to confront my patterns, to confront my decisions, and looking at it on paper and seeing it, how it influences my mood, my mindset, my weight, all of it. Like I'm just seeing how everything ties in together. And especially with the scale, I mean, I was like, what? Like I was all like against the scale, and now you're telling me to step on it every morning, once a day, just every morning. But I'm learning that the scale is my friend. It can be a tool. It's data measurement. It does not measure my worth. It does not measure my identity. I abused the scale for years, which is why I was so anti-scale. And now I step on it every morning and I just see a number. It's information. It's just telling me, hey, yesterday you drank lots of water, your food was really balanced. Like, yesterday was a really great day for your health. Your body is feeling great today. Or yesterday was rough. You had a lot of salty food. I'm documenting it, random snacking here and there, and I'm writing it all out. Like, I was in the car. I wasn't even hungry, but I snacked on this. And so it's giving me information. And so just in 2 weeks, though, here's what I will tell you. You guys already know this. I went from drinking 10 ounces of water a day to almost 100 every day. And already my skin is clearer. This is day 2 of going makeup free and like feeling confident in that. Like, my skin is clearer. My hunger level is not crazy, because I'm finding that the more water you drink, the more water you crave. And when you drink water before every meal, you're not making decisions out of impulsivity and over hunger. You're really kind of like steady, like you're making decisions with a steady mind and a steady brain. And so I just want to share with you my journey so far, because it has been so powerful for me to give God room to do this. I shared with you on Church Before Church on Sunday that you can't put new wine into old wineskin. You can't put new ideas into an old mindset. And that's why I told God, like, I don't want a Band-Aid. I feel like I've been Band-Aiding the last 4 years. I'm a health and fitness coach, and I help people, but I feel like I was Band-Aiding my life, like not telling people honestly what was happening inside me, such as still fearing the scale, such as still mentally calorie counting, which is something God really confronted me hard on 2 weeks ago, was you're still obsessed with numbers, and it's automatic. It's not even something I'm conscious I'm doing, but even though I see color on my plate, I'm still calculating in my head, and my mind is still consumed with numbers. And what the registered dietitian has been teaching us is how the FDA actually allows a 20% deviation to the calories that they put on their products, meaning they're usually 20% not right, not accurate. That just shows you that calorie counting isn't even great, like, to do, because it's rarely accurate. And so I'm just on this journey, and it's only 2 weeks in, but I just have to share, because it's not that this program is a magic pill. It's not that this program is going to save your life. What this program, this course is doing for me is it's forcing me to confront my secret closets and not do it by myself. It's me saying, hey, God, like, here's the pen. Like, heal. Show me. I want to eat for your glory, just like I like to move for your glory. I always talk about how exercise is an extension of my worship, but my nutrition has not been an extension of my worship. I abuse food. And so I really want to honor God with everything. What's the scripture? Is it Colossians? Whatever you do, whether you eat or drink, do it all for the glory of God. Like, everything. I want to honor him as a mom, as a wife, as a business owner. I want to honor him with the way I move, with the way I talk, with the way I eat. And so I feel like the nutrition has always been an area where I was complacent. And so what this course is doing is it's unraveling. But the coolest part is that as it's unraveling, God is recreating a new being. And that's my prayer. Like I said, I don't want the old Karen with new ideas. I want a new Karen. Like, I want a brand new stinking Karen who is free, who is joyful, who has no anxiety, like, and just it was really cool because Mother's Day weekend and date nights are now so fun. Like, I love applying the principles of this course and just feeling like this is sustainable. This is doable in any season of my life. I'm excited to be pregnant again. Like, oh my gosh, I was not even planning on going there, but I'm totally going to go there. So don't worry, we're not trying yet. I mean, I would be down for a baby right now, but we're not trying yet. So, but we are going to soon. And I've had this like nagging fear of like, with pregnancy, I bounced back from the first one well because of the workout programs I have and all the things I do that you guys already know about because I talk about them every day. And so, but there's like this like, oh, I'm finally like my body feels great. Like, do I really want to be pregnant again? Like, that has been kind of going on in my mind secretly. And now like with this course, I'm like, oh yeah, like I can apply this pregnant. I can apply it immediately postpartum when you can't work out yet. Like, I can just focus on food and nutrition and fueling my body well. And like, it's just changed my mindset on a lot of things. I feel like for a long time, I deceived myself into thinking that I was controlling food, but food was always controlling me. And now I'm in this place where I'm able to make wise decisions with my nutrition, not feeling like a slave to it, not feeling like it's controlling me, not feeling deprived or restricted in any way, shape, or form. And it's so amazing. So I had to share this with you guys because I told you, like, I told you I'm going to be sharing my story with you as a client, not a coach. And so here I am. It's been a long time since I've given you testimonies that are very, very personal to me. But with all that said, I also want to share with you guys something else, just a couple of victories from other clients that are going through this. We have 70 women in this group. P.S. It is a group that will never close. So if you decide that you want to go on a food freedom journey with me, like, this isn't me telling you what to do. This is literally me being like, want to be a sheep with me because I'm a sheep. Then you just tell me. Like, I will plug you in the moment you say so. But I just want to read to you this transformation story that already happened 4 days in because it made me cry. A lot of things make me cry these days, but it did. It like really moved my soul because I know this person really well. We've been talking for a long time. And so to see her experience freedom just really moved me. And so this is what her email said. The To Be mindset has already begun the beginning of transformation for me just by being mindful of the why. Why am I putting this to my lips? Why am I wasting time on Facebook or on my phone when I could be ... Most importantly, why do I look at my reflection or hear what people say to me and not like what I see or hear? This week, I have slowed the mindless eating. This week, I have nurtured my body by getting more sleep, buying food for hunger and not comfort, and wearing clothes that fit for now, and standing in the mirror to find something positive in the reflection I see. It has been a quiet, reflective week, but a lot of progress is being made. Like, I literally bawled. Her email was a lot bigger than that, but because I know her story. And I'm just so excited that the light bulb is clicking for so many of us simultaneously that, like, where has this been all my life? There's a lot of nutritionists out there that are self-taught. I've just really needed someone who's an expert. And then, as you guys know, we do everything with a faith focus. So as a community, we're inviting God into this journey too. Like, the nutritionist isn't going to do that for us, but we're doing it intentionally because that's who I am as a coach. You guys know that that's my voice. And then here's another one. Here's another testimony. This is the last one I'm going to read. But she said, this is actually one of our coaches. So I love that all the coaches that are doing this group, because we're doing it together, we're all sheep. Like, we're literally like, hey, we're all sheep in this. Like, if you're going to be a coach leader, you've got to be doing it too. And so this is my girl, Anna, and she said, I don't have my tracker book yet, but for the first time in forever, I had some Annie shells with the kids for dinner and stopped after probably half a cup. I had 88 ounces of water throughout the day first, and then had raw broccoli and hummus first before trying to have some of the pasta. I ate slowly and I stopped when I was done. Annie shells have always been a huge binge trigger for me and would send me into a spiral of either making another box just to eat it or something else carb related. I'm so excited right now. Like, and it's not even about the shells. It's just about we're no longer afraid. There's there's no longer this, this foothold that Satan has had, because now we're able to walk with God, be more mindful, and stop making decisions out of habit and really make decisions out of true, genuine hunger. Because if a craving doesn't come from true, genuine hunger, no food will ever satisfy it. So you have to ask yourself, why am I craving what I'm craving? Like it's forcing us all to go from automatic to manual. From an automatic car to a manual car. You have to like shift gears. You have to be alert and present and mindful. So that's my journey. That's my personal update. I'm going to try and do a personal update once a week or once every couple of weeks, because this is just week 2 and it's a forever thing. So I don't anticipate like it ending. There's no day 1, day 60, but I just want to tell y'all what's going on in my life. And yeah, it's pretty incredible. I've always been afraid of succeeding in a lot of areas of my life. And God is really starting to change that word to obedience, because success in the Lord's eye is obedience and faithfulness in all things. And so if I'm saying I'm afraid of success, that means I'm afraid of obedience. And so God has just been reshifting everything that I do. Not being afraid of success in my business, in my home business, because that's obedience. It's a responsibility that He's given me that I'm loving. Not being afraid of success in my health, because that's also obedience in nurturing the body He's given me. And so it's been a really beautiful journey. So feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. I'd love to answer anything that you have. In the meantime, thanks for letting me share a little bit of my life and joining me live. I really need to go sweat now. I drank my energy juice like literally an hour ago. So I should go do something. But have a wonderful Tuesday. I love you guys, and I'll be in touch.